queen merely said one wrong word, and the man turned her into a wrinkled old woman.
Mother!
The princess tried to step forward, but the man raised his left hand, and an invisible barrier blocked her path. Then Hades announced to everyone that in 10 days, when the eclipse appears, he would release the sea monster Kraken to raise the kingdom of Argos to the ground. Everyone here would be annihilated in the process. Only by sacrificing the princess could the Kraken's wrath be appeased. This was the divine punishment from Zeus, to chastise humanity for their disrespect toward the gods. Having spoken, he left the terrified crowd and strode away. After Hades departed, everyone began to deliberate. Some suggested sacrificing the princess, while others proposed fighting the sea monster. Finally, under the king's intimidation, they decided to form a suicide squad to find a way to defeat the Kraken. Soon, a group set out under a general's leadership to find the Stygian witches. Only they knew how to deal with the Kraken. Perseus, the demigod, joined them. At night, the group rested in the forest. Perseus seemed to sense a summons. He walked deeper into the forest. He found a glowing sword hilt on the ground. Curious, he picked it up. The hilt transformed into a divine sword. This was a gift from the gods. Perseus did not want to rely on the gods' power, so he casually tossed the sword to the general. He continued deeper into the forest. He discovered a herd of white Pegasi ahead. The horses shimmered with a silver light, as if imbued with divine essence. As he watched, mesmerized, a giant black Pegasus descended from the sky. It landed before Perseus and let out a long cry to the heavens, seemingly paying respect to its master. But just as Perseus reached out to touch it, a sudden scream rang out. He rushed back toward the camp. He saw a tall monster with a fierce, menacing glare. This was the king whom Zeus had punished 20 years ago. Now, seeking revenge against Zeus, he willingly served Hades, swearing to kill Perseus, who had brought him humiliation. Empowered by Hades' divine strength, he was no longer an ordinary man. Even combined, the group was no match for him. He was tall, powerful, and strong as an ox. Grabbing Perseus by the head with one hand, as he raised his sword to behead him, the general chopped off his hand. The monster glanced at his severed hand and fled. The group quickly gave chase, unaware that the severed hand was mutating, and his black blood seeped into the earth. The next moment, a giant black scorpion burst from the ground.